Lighten your load. Okay, great leaders set priorities. Lighten your load is the most, okay, there's only one thing good about COVID. Only one good thing. Okay, there's two good things good. Number one is I can go to the grocery store and no one recognizes me. That's one good thing. Not that I don't want to be recognized and love on you guys, but sometimes I'm in a hurry and my wife's grumpy because I haven't got the tortilla chips for the nachos. So, little tangent there. The other only good thing about COVID is you can change your whole schedule now and no one questions it. You can reinvent your life. I want you to just make a whole new job description for your job and put it on your boss and he'll say, what are you doing here? And you'll just go, COVID, and just boom. You're done, you're out. Rearrange everything. Why? Because the disruption of COVID has given us an excuse to quit things that are not a priority. I love Bob Goff. Bob Goff says every Thursday I quit something. Now is a time to get to your priorities and get rid of all the distractions and interruptions. I did a funeral for a lady with breast cancer a few weeks back. She gave me a call through a friend about a week before she passed, and she said, Pastor Curt, would you do my funeral? And when someone just calls you and asks to do your funeral, you say yes. But I didn't know her very well. I had really close friends that knew her. So I sat down with a bunch of gals in her small group, and I sat down with her husband, and I sat down with her sister. And after listening to them tell her life, I realized that in 7 years of breast cancer, she lived more than most of us live in 70 years. She lived a whole life in those 7 years, to her daughters, to her husband, to her God. Why was she able to get so much more living done? Because she knew that she was terminal. Her priorities got set. You know what storms are great for? Getting our priorities in order. Realizing that if this ship goes down, we want every minute to count. What are you doing that won't be remembered 20 years from now? What are you worried about that God's not worried about at all? What are you occupying your energies with that don't advance the kingdom of God? What are you doing that's just commiserating and negative and spiraling down and isn't actually lifting people up and getting people's eyes on Christ? Now's a great time to scrap everything, throw it all away, get out a clean sheet of paper and say, God, who am I? And set your priorities correctly.